Very good morning to all of you. Let us begin the meditation for today. I'll share the music. I'll introduce myself after this meditation. So I request everyone to completely relax themselves. Take a comfortable position wherever you are. Put your phone on silent. Remove the spectacles. Take a long deep breath in and release a deep breath out. And while you're releasing the deep breath, observe each and every cell in your body getting relaxed. Slowly, slowly, leaving your body tension. And coming back to your natural breathing. Simply being with your incoming and outgoing breath.
हर एक दिन प्रत्येक दिन सभी लोगों के लिए अति सफल होना चाहिए। प्रत्येक दिन सफल कैसे बनेगा? ध्यान के माध्यम से, पैसे कमाने से नहीं, नाम वाम कमाने से नहीं, ध्यान से ही हम सफल बनते हैं। उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक हो जाएंगे। आंखें बिल्कुल बंद। लगातार ध्यान उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक होकर रहेंगे। हम योगी बनेंगे, योगीश्वर बनेंगे, अगले जन्म में नहीं, इसी जन्म में। हम भी शंकर भगवान के जैसे बनेंगे, कबीर जी के जैसे बनेंगे, गौतम बुद्ध के जैसे बनेंगे, क्यों नहीं बनेंगे। आंखें बिल्कुल बंद और उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक होकर रहेंगे। बाहर से अंदर आती हुई सांस, अंदर से बाहर जाता हुआ सांस। We are all doing great meditation, my dear friends. We become great in our own eyes through our meditation. We don't have to become great in others' eyes, but we have to become great in our own eyes. That happens only when we do meditation. Meditation demands a lot of sincerity and seriousness. The technology is very simple. Being with the breath. आंखें बिल्कुल बंद, लगातार ध्यान. उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक हो कर रखेंगे.
आखिरी 1 मिनट केवल और केवल अपनी अंदर आती और बाहर जाती आवाज़ों को सुन करना। आखिरी 10 सेकंड। 5 4 3 2 1 0। धीरे धीरे come back to your body. Open your arms and put your palms on your eyes. And slowly, whenever you're ready, open your eyes. सभी को धन्यवाद. A very, very big thank you for this beautiful meditation together. And let us clap and begin with the session. Wow. कैसा रहा सबका ध्यान आज? अगर कोई शेयर करना चाहता है तो प्लीज करें. और मैं आगे बढ़ने से पहले सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी कि प्लीज अगर आप खोल सकते हैं अपना कैमरास तो प्लीज ऑन कर लीजिए. हम इसके आज के सेशन को जितना इंटरेक्टिव रखें, जितना कम्युनिकेटिव रखें, उतना मजा आएगा. तो किसी को अगर अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना है आज का तो प्लीज यू कैन अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड स्पीक और शेयर इन द चैट. आज का सेशन मैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में रखूंगी. So very warm welcome to all the viewers on PMC channel as well as all of you here who have joined us in the Zoom. I'm Nandini, and a very short introduction about myself. I have been meditating since 13 years now. I got introduced to meditation 13 years ago, and I started my journey little, later in after 2-3 years. But I was always a part of PSSM since the beginning. And the moment I started taking meditation seriously, I started to understand why it is necessary that I should meditate and reconnect with myself. I saw so many changes, so many beautiful transformation, and it really helped me understand myself and what I was going through in my life. And till date, I'm learning so much through this meditation. So gratitude to Patriji, and gratitude to all masters who have come across on my journey. So today's session is, and first of all, before I begin the session, I would like to say huge thank you to Parinita Di for making me part of this beautiful, grand movement which is happening to bring peace upon this earth and to bring harmony in nature. So today my topic is about that our soul's nature is freedom. Let us understand what this sentence means. And today I I bring upon the learnings that I have learned from Patriji on this particular topic. And so what do we understand about nature? हम क्या समझते हैं जब हम नेचर, किसी ने बोला नेचर, तो क्या ऐसा पहला दृश्य हमारे सामने आता है? Usually, आप stay connected with me in chat. So usually we think of mountains, forests, garden, parks, all the plants around us, right? That is the usual nature. But there are many kind of natures. The usual natures to be with, when we think of being in nature, we go to forest, we go to our gardens or be around our plants, right? The second kind of nature is there in cities. That's why we are living in cities. Here we find different kind of people and interact with them, interact with their different kind of natures. So, and while interacting with people, we understand a lot of things. We learn a lot of things. That is why we are living in cities, not going to forest and meditating and, leaving everything. So we observe people's nature, whether they are Rajasic guna, Tamasic guna, Sattvic guna, all these gunas are natures. So we observe other people. And with that observation, we learn. That is another kind of nature. Now, third kind of nature, another kind of nature is our own nature. Understanding our own nature. How we are responding to people around us. If somebody put a question to us, how do we respond to them? We respond in anger. We respond with compassion, with politeness, with understanding, or we are violent while we are responding to their question. How are we responding? How is our nature? That is another kind of nature. That is another kind of nature that is there. One more kind of nature is there. What is that? Our soul's nature. What is our soul's nature? And how do we... So there's a difference. There's a difference between observing our mind's nature, and there's a difference in observing our soul's nature. When we observe our mind's nature, that is psychology. When we observe our soul's nature, in meditation or spirituality. Right? So when we observe our soul's nature by doing meditation, we understand a lot of things. And the more and more we get to understand spirituality, spiritual science, and do meditation, we become one with our nature, our true nature, our soul's nature. So I'll give more examples to understand what do I mean by soul's nature. My learning and my observation and what I learned from Patriji was that our soul's nature is freedom. Free will, freedom, all of these are one thing only. And what do we understand by freedom or free will? That we are independent. Our soul is independent. If I want to be happy, it is all completely my responsibility. My soul's action will decide my desire completion. So when we become one with our nature, soul's nature, we start to understand more deeply, not only our own selves, but the nature around us. Nature of other people, not just the observe. First, we were observing their nature, their gunas. Now, after reconnecting with our soul's nature, we will be able to understand their soul's nature. understanding that will bring harmony in this humanity and nature around us. All of us, everything around us is here to evolve. Even nature, even the usual nature, plants, animals, everybody around us are here to evolve. When we understand our own soul's nature and work and move with our soul's nature, we not only help us evolve, we help everything around us, every part of nature around us evolve. So that is why it is so important to understand what is our soul's nature is. And each one of us will observe their nature, soul's nature, uniquely. But the basic nature of soul is freedom. We take a lot of this, so there's an ocean of knowledge out there. We listen to everybody. Else, in Bhagavad Gita, in the end, there's a line. Heart says, only do that. So for example, if somebody is offering me food, but my tummy is full, I am full. That person who is offering me food, his nature is to freely offer me, and he is doing that. But my duty is towards my nature, to listen to my heart. If I listen to my heart and say no, I am doing my nature. I'm acting from my nature. So always acting from your nature, from your heart. So understanding that everything, when the more you will work from your heart, from your nature, the gunas that I was talking about will dilute in your soul's nature. Okay. So, for example, understanding the freedom, the freeness of the soul is that we're not here to surrender to anybody. You are complete in your own self. So when we are with our own soul's nature, we are helping not only our own part, our own life cycle, or bringing harmony in our lives. We're bringing harmony with our actions, with everything, with every particle of the nature around us. Saving, water, plants, animals, everything. It all begins with you. That is why I'm focusing on the nature of your own self. So if you want to take care of Mother Earth, there are only three things. Planting more plants, not eating animal flesh, and building more pyramids. That's how we take care of Mother Earth. Pyramids are energy centers. So do your duty towards your soul's nature, and do your duty towards Mother Earth, the ultimate nature. So I'm keeping it very crisp and short. I'll open the forum for the question and answer or sharing, because like I said, the more interactive, the more communicative this is, it will be more interesting. Keep a question to you. What do you understand by freedom? like how I understood, like what I understand by freedom is you're independent. You're free. You're free from any decision you make. It is your own. It's completely your responsibility. So do it from your heart freely. So the greatest master to understand nature is Lao Tzu. I have few very, few of my favorite quotes from him, which I'll read to you all. But before I do that, so doing things freely, of course, you're gonna face the consequences, but there's nothing to fear about it. Consequences. And next time you will be better in that situation, in that doing. So there's no fear at all. There's nothing to fear at all. And there's nothing to step back from doing from what your heart is telling you to do. Fail, but do it if your heart is telling you. So that is freedom. The more we stop ourselves, the more we suppress and disconnect from our souls. And that is why all the destruction is happening. That is why people are doing destruction to humanity, to plants, to animals, because they're disconnected to themselves. They don't know what their nature is, their soul's nature. That's why they're captured in this disbelief of eating meat. That's why it's very important to do meditation, to understand spiritual science, and which will help us understand our soul's nature. So yeah, please unmute yourself. So if you have anything to share with me, or all of us, to share with all of us. Hi Anita. Hi Shaila. Hello.
Yeah, Nandini, thank you. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. And what I understand, I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to say, like, the nature, what you have said about, sometimes I do feel like, okay, when we are free, others, we have to respect others' freedom also. And respecting ourselves, respecting others' freedom also, and with the sense of responsibility to the mother nature and the nature of ourselves. So not to please others, but keep it simple, straight, that sometimes we do miss out to please others. Sometimes we miss out where to say, to draw a line or saying no. So that is also a part of the free will, right? And when you say, like, you may have to face the consequences. So consequences, yeah, we are ready to face that. But sometimes, if because of us, the others also, they may suffer, then what could be the, I mean to say, where we should take a, like, before taking the decision or before taking the step. Of course we are listening our free will, but अगर कुछ होता है तो उसके लिए तैयार रहने में, अगर अपने साथ कोई और, अपने फैमिली कोई भी अगर साथ में सफर होता है, तो उसके लिए पहले क्या सोचना चाहिए, why to take that call.
Thank you, Rachel, for that beautiful question, because I'm sure इससे हमारी understanding और बढ़ेगी. So what happens is, if you are connected with yourself and you're doing meditation, so again, why it is come back to meditation is because when we are more and more connected to our soul self, our soul's nature, we will be able to understand where to draw that boundary you're talking about. Free will and freedom is not about that you can do anything. See, understanding the freedom, the independency, you're independent. Your actions are completely and truly yours. Whether if 100 people are involved in that situation with you, but your action will be your responsibility because you are doing it from your soul's call. So again, taking care whether you're taking the scenarios because of what that person may, that family member may think, or what other people will think, or you're doing it from your soul's call. If you're doing it from your soul's call, your heart call, what your intuition is telling you, you're freely doing it, and you're wholly responsible for only and only your action, not from the outcome which happens. Yeah.
Thank you. Got it.
Thank you. This, once again. So, yeah, I was talking about Lao Tzu. I'll do share his, we have heard about him. The quotes I might share, you might have heard about those quotes also. One is very famous and, very talked about. And it's such a beautiful quote. If you really read it again and again, you will understand everything about what's happening in our life. Wait, let me just. Okay. So Lao Tzu says nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Have you ever seen nature, seed to be sown and grown, flower is growing in another day? It takes, even to sprout a seed, it takes time. So it takes their own beautiful time, no matter how much, कितना जल्दी हम चाहे कि वो जल्दी से स्प्राउट करे, जल्दी से उसके अंदर से फ्रूट निकल आए so that we eat, but it takes their own time. Everything happens in own, takes their own time. So why do we hurry about our own selves? If we have sown the seed of meditation, we are doing regular meditation, so why we are hurrying about the results? Why we are that today I did not see any colors, I did not have this or that, whatever. So be with nature. That's a huge, that's not just being with sitting amongst your plants or talking to them. Understand the beauty of nature. Every particle in nature is God's self. So when you observe the nature, you will understand the godliness, how universe works, and that is within you. I'm glad that I said that, Shaila-ji. So yeah, this Mother Earth needs us now, because there is only one Mother Earth where we are living. So take your responsibility of connecting with yourself, which will help us taking better action towards our Mother Earth. So before we go out and protest against plastic or or stop do rallies about things, start connecting with yourself. That is why, if it is so important to do regular meditation, because then your words and your actions and your frequency will align. Yeah, just give me a second, I'll take a water. Yeah. Thank you, Tejan. We have 6 minutes with us. अगर आप में से किसी को भी कुछ शेयर करना है तो. Thank you, Dhana. Thank you for being here. Any message that you want to share with us? You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. So you said society nature, mind's nature, and soul nature. So sometimes what happens is we stay in a practice, but society's nature is always, I mean, it always helps us to evolve, right? So how our mind's nature should be wherever we are, so that we consistently grow up. So not to take the vulnerability around the society, but we stay with the true nature. How that is possible in every moment of life, but we easily fall into I mean, ups and downs, right? So
Absolutely.
so you mean to say how can I always stay with the true nature and truly follow the heart? How that is possible in every moment of life?
Superb question, Dhana. Absolutely. It's very common and very natural to, for us to go into that vulnerability of whatever is happening around us, and forget that we hold that power to create our life miraculously again. So how do we do that? Whenever you are come in awareness that you are becoming what other people are around you. You're not you. Completely in that second of awareness, shift your thought. Come back to yourself. Sit with yourself. Be with your breath. Your breath will bring your awareness to yourself. And the moment you are with yourself and you're listening to your heart calling, you will change everything. So the moment you see that you are getting into the space of environment around you and you're not truly yourself, come back to your breath.
That is super. Okay.
Thank you, Nana.
Thanks, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, Shalaji.
Thank you very much, Nandini. I really enjoyed it. I just wanted to share something. I think I was been sitting on for a few months. Many times I have, sorry, there's traffic around my room. So I have been building my home, and there is a very good friend of mine for many, many years who helped me a lot. And then suddenly he vanished. He just vanished, And we stayed at my site, which is in another city, for a month or so in June. And then we came back to Karachi, and then he suddenly vanished. And I kept on asking him. I gave him some time, kept on asking him. He never told me anything. So finally, then I, sent him a message. I meditated a lot because it was really painful. That what happened? Did I hurt him by any chance or whatever? And but then I was sitting in meditation, and I've been asking. Then few days I was asking in meditation that I need now help of the guides and the teachers. So what really happened? The other guy is now telling me, and वो मेरा मोहसिन है, he had helped me so much. I just can't, I don't know how, if I've hurt him, how. So anyways, it just the grace came to me that maybe if he is hurt or if I said something, because when you're in vulnerable situations like these on the construction sites, these are very completely different ball game. So I maybe have not said sorry to him. Maybe, in the process, I said something harsh. He said something harsh. I said sorry, and it was just a soul calling. you know. And something just happened, that, you know, just everything just settled down. And when you just said this Lato's quote, though it so makes sense to me currently where I am in my life. I'm a person who's really do things very fast. This is my soul's nature in a way. But I also really feel that need to understand that certain things will happen on its good time. एंड जैसे आपने कहा सीड डालो तो अपने टाइम से होगा, मैं कितनी भी जल्दी करूंगी वो फूट तो नहीं सकता, मर सकता है, यू नो, काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. सो देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स इन लाइफ, देयर आर सर्टेन पीपल इन आवर लाइफ, देयर आर सर्टेन सिचुएशंस इन आवर लाइफ व्हिच विल be there with us till they are there, you know. And that when the nature doesn't want them to be, we to be them, or that, or them to in our life, or vice versa, it just ends, you know. And I remember Patriji always used to tell me that, and one of his pearls of wisdom video, that be indifferent towards non-meditators. And this friend of mine, he was not a meditator. I used to ask him to meditate, and he would not meditate. He was a soulful person, but not. And then I just realized maybe it's a part of that meditation as well, that nature, that the people, the non-meditators need to shed off from life. You know, it is also nature, as you said, that nature knows how to go about it. If you're with your soul and you're meditating, you know, things are coming around that way. That I need to do what I need to feel right to do, and then let the consequences will happen. I am responsible for those consequences, but I need to right now responsible for the actions. So yeah, just wanted to share. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that beautifully.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
a soul's expression. And absolutely, you found the solution yourself. I have nothing left to say. It happens. It's a natural cycle, you know. For the leaves fall down, but new leaves come. So it's a nature, cycle's nature. Nothing to worry about. Just do not, keep the heaviness in your heart. Yeah. Thank you, Shailaji, for sharing that. It's about time, I guess. अगर किसी को कुछ share करना है, if anybody wants to share something, please. Yes, Shanu. Love to hear you.
Hi, Nandini. Hello, everyone. So good to see you.
So good to
I know I
see you.
joined late, but whatever message I heard from you, it's just so beautiful. And it just makes sense, and perfect time of hearing the messages for me. Even yesterday when Pari was saying, that was for me today as well. I think sometimes, we do things which is not aligned with our heart. You know, circumstances make us, do things. We know that it's not, I'm not aligned with this, but still we end up doing it, and then you don't feel right. You don't feel right. You feel that heaviness. So I got the message today that from your, from this session, to just center yourself and stay aligned. And then also about, nature has its own time, right? It takes its own time. So don't be in a hurry to see the result. And what a beautiful message, Nandini. Thank you so much.
Wow. Yeah. Do share your message as well, What is your message for all of us?
Oh, wow. I think for my message is love and oneness. At this moment of my life, I am thinking that what is there, right? Like life is so unpredictable, and all we have is love and oneness, and it's just so beautiful when we are in that space. And when I feel like alone or disconnected, it's not good feeling to be, right? So I feel like just oneness with everyone, and the space of total non-judgment, acceptance. I want to be in that space, and I want all of us to be in that space. So that is my message.
Wow. Thank you for your beautiful message. And definitely it's a beautiful place to be, where we achieve all of this. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Tejal, Anita, Radha, Arunji.
Thank you so much, Nandini, for the wonderful session and giving more clarity on what is.
Anita, I'm not able to hear you, dear.
Oh, is it?
It's a little low.
Little loud.
Okay, just wait. Now okay, great. Thank you so much, Nandini, for the wonderful session. And we got so much of clarity on this topic, and so if no one has any question, then we can wind up. And tomorrow we'll be having Tejal Solanki, who will be taking a wonderful topic like eat healthy and serve healthy. So do join in tomorrow at 6:30 for the wonderful session by her. And all the speakers who are coming, they are sharing their, the wisdom with us, and we are truly thankful to you all. Thank you so much, Nandini, and all the speakers and all the masters for joining in and participating in this. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow then.
Thank you everyone for joining. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Nandini.